So, Lisa, you know that I have to ask you this next question. What is the Nurse Professional Standards Board? And how does this entity determine the salary that will be offered by Human Resources to a new nurse for the CPAC RUR nurse position?
Good question, Anna. In Title 38 appointment process, the NPSB, Nurse Professional Standards Board, is the body that makes the recommendation to set the applicant's grade and step. This grade is based on the applicant's experience, their education, their qualifications. So what is the NPSB? It is an all-RN peer review body. It reviews all RNs in the VA who are appointed under Title 38. And those nurses are in what we call the 610 series, which is the registered nurse series. Again, that includes our advanced practice nurses. Now, it doesn't include the CRNAs. They're a different occupation and they have their own professional standards board. The NPSB also does not review nurses who work in Title V positions. We've already Kim explained the difference between Title V positions and Title 38. It's not uncommon for a nurse to be in a Title V position, though they miss out on all those benefits of Title 38, so I encourage them not to do that. But occasionally a nurse will apply for a Title V position. Just because they're a nurse doesn't mean we're going to review them because they don't work under the authority of Title 38. We also do not review nurses who work on a fee basis. We don't have very many of those nurses appointed under a fee basis position anymore, or a contract. So sometimes facilities will hire nurses who work for a staffing agency. We don't review them because they don't really work for us. So there you have it.
You get to keep going. Tell us more.
Okay, another important piece of information is that the Nurse Professional Standards Board is a recommending body. We do not make decisions. Those final decisions are made by the individual who's known as the approving official, if you look in the VA policy or handbook. And for the CPAC RUR nurses who are reviewed by the CONPSB, the approving official is the VA Chief Nursing Officer or their designee. Right now, our VA Chief Nursing Officer is Dr. Donna Gage, and she came on board last July, so it's not quite been a year that Dr. Gage has been with us. She has not delegated that authority at this point to anybody else, so she is the person that signs all the board actions as the approving official that the CONPSB makes, and she will approve or disapprove recommendations of that board. So when nurses are appointed to serve on an NPSB, they're actually serving as representatives of the Undersecretary for Health. So they don't represent a specific office or department in VA. They don't represent a specific VA facility. If they're a surgical nurse, they're not there representing the surgical area. The VA handbook is very specific about this, and it states that the nurses must divest themselves of their identity with a facility when they serve as members of an NPSB, including the CONPSB. So we have 3 different levels of the Nurse Professional Standards Board within the VA. The first level is the local NPSB, and that board reviews all of the actions that the local facility nurses, impacts all the local facility nurses. Then we have a VISN NPSB level, And that board is a little bit limited in what they do. The only thing they do is review nurses in facilities who are in Nurse 4 positions. Then we have the CONPSB. So the CONPSB reviews all nurses who are in centralized positions, so nurses that work in central office or nurses that work in CPAC. We have other nurses that are in similar sorts of roles besides CPAC who are also reviewed by that board. So the CONPSB, in addition, reviews second-level promotion reconsiderations that are requested by facility nurses. The next time we have this session, we're going to talk about promotions and reconsiderations, so I'm not going to say more about that right now. Okay, have a little teaser there. So to reiterate, all of the CPAC RUR nurses in grades 1 through 5, all of their actions are reviewed by the VA Central Office NPSB. And the approving official for that board is the VA Chief Nursing Officer or their designee. That's a little bit different than it is for the local boards and for the VISN boards. So for local boards, the approving official is the Facility Medical Center Director. For the VISN boards that, remember, do the Nurse 4 actions, the Facility Medical Center Director who has from the facility that's requested the action is the approving official.